I'm Taylor Austin. I'm 11 years old. It would have been a lot different if I didn't have any hairpiece ever, because sometimes inside of me I just break down. And so I think that the hairpieces really help my self-esteem.
I can't think of a whole lot of instances where there's something that makes such a profound impact on somebody's self-esteem.
The hair has really been an important thing for us, a person's self-esteem. It's more than just how you feel about yourself. It's all connected with your health. I think that's the best medicine that you can take, is feel good about yourself and feel like you're fulfilling, what's inside of you to give to the world. It's that extra push that validates her and who she is. And so we're thankful for that.
One of the things I've taught her when I put her to bed at night is I say, it's lucky that you're the way you are, because God couldn't pick just anybody to handle this, and you're able to handle it, make it a plus. People look to you, and they see your strength, and I just want to tell you how proud I am of you, and how God had to take certain people to make them special.
I'm Frederick Ames. I'm a professor of surgery. In this clinic 2 or 3 years ago, I was told that we were seeing 12 and 1,300 patients a week. So that's more than 200 a day. In this clinic, on this floor, virtually everybody you see is a survivor or being treated for cancer.
Dr. Ames I think he's a healer more than a doctor.
Patients who've not been assessed far enough to know they're going to need chemotherapy, I'm then the one that tells them that's what they'll need.
Being here at such a phenomenal hospital gives me confidence in the care I'm receiving.
Go through the hair loss, they know how it affects them. For the insurance companies to say, yeah, it's cosmetic, it's not cosmetic. When a woman doesn't have her hair, it's not cosmetic. And especially when it's due to medical, it's not cosmetic.
And typically we orchestrate the team that's going to take care of her. But it's key for her to know that you're going to get your chemo in 10 days or 2 weeks, or shampoo your hair, and it's all just going to come out. And 48 hours later, you won't have any more. She needs to know that.
What do you want for Christmas? I want a wig. How many little 10-year-old boys are asking for a wig for Christmas? Legos and a wig. And I was frustrated. I didn't know where to turn, and I didn't know what to do. And he sat there with his big bald head shining. I was so proud, but now we've went through a change again of, I want to cover this. I want to look like everybody else. I want to have a hairstyle.
I did not recognize you. So good. Oh, it's so good.
And so when we got this real hair one, that's nice. It looks, so much better than I thought it would. Better than a cheesy Halloween wig, So, like I said, you can really tell how it makes it feel better. And so I'm glad we were able to get that for him.
This looks awesome.
But you can tell now that he has that wig, he has a little bit more self-esteem or confidence, and just, he feels pretty good about it, so.
It highlighted his facial features again. It put that frame around there, and the reality is we're used to seeing people looking like that.
It's unfortunate that the patient struggles extend beyond the cancer and its treatment. A lot of what we do to patients with other kinds of cancers than breast is we actually hurt them functionally. They're not capable of doing what they used to do. And a lot of the rehabilitation, which extends from prosthesis, a leg, or a breast, or hair, which is a prosthesis, is a challenge that's an unfortunate one for patients. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the money or the insurance coverage for those things.
I know what it's done for my daughter. I've seen what it did for the other girls that were lucky enough to survive cancer. And I know what it meant to those families and girls that didn't survive.
People have to struggle for the quality of life issues. You want to restore those people to a normal appearance so they can go back into society.
I went through a lot of emotions with Jacob. Being a doctor that can't help your own kid. Sometimes I look at him as I failed him, because I can't fix this.
If you look at those people who require this, what a worthwhile endeavor.
You know, Ashley was 6 years old when she started losing her hair. Actually, she was 4 years old when she first got a quarter-size spot, perfectly round spot on her top of her head. And we took her to a pediatrician, and they thought it was either her pulling her hair out or maybe a ringworm or something like that. And within a couple months, it had grown back, and it wasn't an issue. And then when she was 6 years old, she started losing it out in clumps, in clumps, in clumps. And within 3 weeks, she went from having a full head of hair to having no hair at all.
The way that they feel inside determines how their wellness is, and that's about getting better.
What did this hairpiece do to help you win this Miss Teen?
It made me feel more like they're the contestants and not so singled out in a bad way, but rather that they picked me not out of pity for it, but because I really deserved it.
We started to come to the realization that this was something that, you know, we couldn't stop. And it was very, very frustrating because you want to throw money at a problem like that you don't understand. You want to throw whatever resources you can. And we didn't have a lot of resources to be able to throw at it.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm 14 years old. I've had alopecia since I was 6.
Yeah, I think when I do wear this, it makes me feel more confident than if I wasn't wearing it, and that people are more accepting because there's nothing different. Because if someone's different, you won't open up to them as much.
We were introduced by Children's Hospital to Jane Jeffries, which was an absolute blessing. She was able to meet with Ashley, set up a hairpiece for Ashley. And at that time, I was wondering whether we were doing the hairpiece for us or for her. That was one of the biggest things that I was afraid of. Are we doing it for us or are we doing it for her? That we're embarrassed for her, or because that she would prefer to have it that way so she can choose the conversation. Not that we were embarrassed about the conversation. With her friends, one by one, she would tell them that you know, she doesn't have any hair. People that spent the night over at our house, and sometimes she'd spend the night at other people's houses. It wasn't until probably her 10th or 12th birthday that I noticed her one time. She was, they were gonna go, all the kids were gonna go swimming in the pool. And it was a little broader group of kids. She was the last one to go in the pool. She can swim with it, but it really, really is hard to get it straightened out afterwards. So she knows that she shouldn't go in the pool with it. And she kind of waited around, and the other girls changed and stuff, but she finally took off her hair and went outside. I don't even know if I could have done it.
And I think that's what the hairpiece gives her, is the opportunity to decide at a certain point whether she, you know, and it's giving her the power to decide, do I want to go without hair or do I want to wear my hair? And, you know, that's a difficult choice for a child growing up to kind of to make, but at least she has that choice. I mean, there's a lot of kids that we know with alopecia that don't wear hairpieces at all, and so they don't really go between the two. But I think sometimes maybe it would be nice if they did have the option and letting that child decide, and really only having that hairpiece available to that child gives them the opportunity. Because a lot of times parents go, oh, it's okay, you're who you are, you don't have hair, let's go live our life without hair. It's made her even more self-confident and try different things that maybe she wouldn't have tried if she hadn't have had the hairpiece, like the pageants and the cheerleading.
preteen Miss California Princess 2010. I really like doing the pageants because they're really fun, and I met a lot of new people doing that one because there's a lot of different people in our division. I made a lot of new friends and stuff, and I like doing it. And I got a crown, and I was really happy.
And until the insurance companies do start to support people with alopecia areata, I think it's really important to, whether you can personally or your business, can actually support the kids that have this problem, because I would hate to see a kid go without.
I would try and raise awareness for alopecia and try to tell more people about it so they're not so afraid of it. And I would try to fundraise for other people so they can get hair pieces, so they will feel more self-confident about themselves and not as different as other people and just fit in.